I grew up in Kericho, Asembo, Kisumu, and Nairobi. The one thing I took away from my childhood was the value of community. We stood together like trees, a forest of people, if you will. Now I'm grown and building a home of my own. I live on the 11th floor. Is it pride that wants me to see eye to eye with the sky as it sheds back daylight? Look beyond the few trees still surrounding us, revel in the idea of being on top of the world, but careful not to fly so high lest I burn. I used to wake up to the sound of chirping birds. Now I just rise to the sound of the forklift in the compound next to me. It used to be a kindergarten school. Now it's a money laundering project, apartments. I used to swing from a tree my grandmother and her mother planted. Now the only thing I swing is moods. The forecast today is cloudy with a chance of attitude. There are no playgrounds in my neighborhood, no lakes to swim in and watch other kids do belly flops. The only two rivers my baby sister knows of is the shopping mall. I used to ride high on the shoulders of my uncle while on the way to our farm. Now I ride Ubers and pray to God that I can get to my destination without flipping people off. We used to have cattle, a dog named Snoop, a nosy neighbor that always knew when we made chicken and would conveniently visit. Now my neighbors stay indoors and build high walls. We get a balcony each and park in the basement. The only time people feel sunshine on their skin is when they crave it, and that's if the weather allows it. I used to run barefoot and blow daffodils into the wind. Now the concrete burns the soles of my feet. I used to milk cows at noon and have afternoon tea. Now I stand in aisles and battle between soy, oat, and almond milk. I used to be surrounded by more green than concrete. Now the only green communities are on WhatsApp groups. I wonder what version of this world the next generation will be left with. I wonder if they'll hear rumors of four-leaf clovers in spring. Marvel at the thought of icebergs, look at the world map and recognize what once was. Wish they'd had a chance to see it. Resent us for being the ones that ruined it. I wonder if all they'll be left with are stories. Memories of what should have been, but isn't? Or will they celebrate how hard we fought to right our wrongs? Be inspired by how we chose to restore the earth? I wonder if they'll say it's in our nature to nurture the source of life as they blow daffodils in the wind, experience spring, and run barefoot on grass that we watered, under the shade of the trees that we planted. I wonder if they'll pause to take it all in. Thank you. Okay, so that was the last piece. Our time is over now. Yay! Look at you paying attention. Okay, I never know how to close these. So that was poetry.